Gast hier, buenos dias, Pedro Calles. Your PR guy Jörn told me the thing you would like to want the most is the victory on a silver plate. Couldn't find a silver plate at home. You have the victory, and I found this one at home. Hope it's fine as well. It's for you.
Thank you very much. Dankeschön.
Take it. And you can also start with a comment. By the way, I need a pen. One Stift für irgendjemand.
Assist. Rolf.
Ellie to the Oop. Okay, Pedro, here we go.
Well, first thing, it's really nice to play a basketball game in this environment. I think it's the right way to support the way that the Hamburg fans and the RASTA fans did it this afternoon. And talking about basketball, I think that we played solid basketball for the most part of the game. We came from our last game turning the ball over 22 times and playing like a roller coaster, having too many negative runs. And today, even though we didn't start it well offensively because we didn't make the shots, we kept on playing the way that we want to play basketball, and I think that we look a little bit better after the second quarter once we made those shots. I want to give credit to my players because they are working every day in the right direction, and slowly but slowly we are finding the way that we want to play. I wish a guten Rutsch to every basketball fan, especially the Hamburg fans and my fans from Vechta.
Wir rutschen direkt rüber zu Mike.
Ja, Glückwunsch für Pedro und die Mannschaft. Heute war ein sehr gutes Spiel. Beides Mannschaften hat gut Leistung auf dem Parkett. Wir haben sehr gut angefangen im Spiel. Die Mannschaft hat sehr gut zusammengespielt, gut Ballbewegung. Heiko Schwarzig mit guten Dreiern. Und ich war sehr, sehr zufrieden mit unserer Leistung. Und dann Credit und Respekt für Vechta in der zweiten Viertel. Gut kämpfen zurück und Mannschaftsspiel. Für die Führung in Halbzeit, und unsere Mannschaft hat gut reagiert aus der Kabine in der dritten Viertel zur Einführung. Aber am Ende Respekt für die Spieler. Für mich Josh Young, Jordan Davis, Travis Simpson 1 gegen 1 hat große Korbe erzählt. Und dann wichtige Kämpfe auf der Offensive Rebounds für Kessens und Wainwright in der letzten Viertel. Wir haben viele Möglichkeiten, wir haben alles gegeben, aber am Ende, Rasta hat uns geschlagen heute, und Credit und Respekt für Pedro und die Mannschaft.
Gut, wie sieht es bei euch aus?
Coach, the New Year's resolution is pretty clear, right?
We're still working towards that first win, but for me, we're getting closer and closer. I think people can see the progress, the Fort Street, the development we've made since the beginning of the season. We've got to be consistent, but again, I really like the direction our team is going, how we're playing. Obviously, we missed Jorge tonight, but I loved what Justus did in 32 minutes as an 18-year-old player going out here in the Bundesliga, playing really well. 4 assists, 1 turnover. I thought he did a really good job against the pressure defense and traps and defense that Rasta will play. And Heiko also showed he has some position versatility going back to play some points. So I think the experience is good for us for the future to develop those guys. And hopefully Jorge will be ready to go the next game in Oldenburg.
You said you're closer. What is missing to have that punch against a good team?
Well, again, we have to play consistently for 40 minutes. I think that early in the season when teams would go on big runs, we would not have a response. We're responding better together now. We just need to make some plays like we did in the Bonn game, like we did in the Braunschweig game. We just need to hit some shots and make some plays and get some stops. We're closer and closer, but today the one-on-one play from the Vechta guards was a key, and the offensive rebounds was a key, and we'll keep working. Hopefully we can do a better job in those areas when it counts in the future.
Carrera brought some energy.
Yeah, second half he was excellent. Really, he's a fighter. He made things happen. Extra effort, physicality. The big challenge for Michael is to continue to learn our system, and it's not just about individually going out there running around. He has to know spacing, timing of our sets and systems and stuff, and that takes a little time. But in terms of effort and energy, second half was fantastic from him. He gave us a real big boost.
But he didn't play much at the end?
Well, we subbed out. We went with, our shooters, our shooting lineup with Jana, Heiko, and Bo. And again, the main point for that is the system. We have guys that know what they're doing, and we can get to our whole playbook. Right now, Michael's a little bit limited in what he can run for us, so we have to keep evolving and developing that.
When you look at the big picture of 2019, how does it look?
I'm really pleased. We're going in the right direction. Obviously, the Bundesliga is a tough place, and we want to try to establish ourselves, the goal, the Klassenerhalt. But we've made some really good steps forward over the last month and a half, and I think it's visible for everybody. Today, we fought. We gave a great effort, came up short, but we'll get ready for the next one and keep working.
In 2020, what do you expect? What's your wish?
Continued improvement every single day. Just keep getting better. Keep getting better.
Thanks. Ups and downs of this year. Ups and downs of this year.
The highs and lows.
Okay. What was the high and what was the low?
Yes.
What was the high and what was the low of the year? Obviously, the Aufstieg is the high. And the low, you probably would say the first Bundesliga game in Bayern, losing by about 60. But that was our starting point, and I think from that point you can see how much progress we've made as a team. So we're really going in the right direction.
What's the schedule for the next phase?
We've got our schedule planned out. We've got some practice, we've got some rest, and then we've got the game plan for Oldenburg. So business as usual. Yeah.
How do you spend the New Year's Eve?
Good question. Sylvester in Hamburg. That's a great question. I don't know. I have to ask Alice and Luke. We'll probably look at some fireworks. We enjoy that.
All right. Okay.
Some periods of the game, I had a feeling that the team is not patient enough to play points out. Can you think about
Well, I think you have to consider the fact we have an 18-year-old starting at the point, and he's doing his very best to control the tempo of the game, and that's not easy to do, especially when you're playing against good teams and good players. I thought Justus did a great job today, but we're a different team when Jorge is out there because of his experience, right? And we've seen that. That was a big... this was a flashback to how the team played in the beginning of the year, right? First half, we're 2 for 15 from 3. So I think we kind of saw the importance of Jorge and how we play with him and how we play without him. But I loved what Justus did in general, and I think it's great experience for him for the future. It's not a surprise that we were a little impatient with our situation. But overall, I was really happy, so we'll keep working.
Okay. Vielen Dank. Muchas gracias. Adios.
Dankeschön. Happy New Year.
Bis in 4 Wochen.
Yep, keep working. Good job.